Well, you are listening to CKUA, and the program is Alberta Morning, and I'm really thrilled to say that the artist we just heard, Kym Gouchie, is joining us next to talk about a big celebration taking place this weekend, the annual Women of Folkways concert, being presented this Saturday night by the U of A's Sound Studies Institute in collaboration with the Northern Lights Folk Club in Edmonton. Performers include recent Juno winner Maria Dunn, recent CKUA chart topper Riwo Egor, and the producer of the Women of Folkways, Dana Wylie, as well as the luminary who joins us next, a musical and visual artist from Prince George, BC. I'm so thrilled to welcome Kym Gouchie to CKUA Studios. Hello, Kym.
Hello, Grant.
What a thrill to see your face in the place. Thank you for making some time to come down and join us here.
It's been absolutely glorious. I've been told I brought the sunshine.
Yes, and thanks for that. We could use some of that. And speaking of sunshine, you're still kind of floating on some sunny vibes thanks to a big event that took place in your neck of the woods just a few days ago, right?
Yes, I just came in from Prince George last night, and the night before that I was on stage at the Civic Center opening the Parent Nordic World Championships, a biathlon that's happening over there, where I was hired to, just to be a part of it. But then I stuck my foot in my mouth and I said, well, I'll write a song for that. And so I called up my friend Elijah Quinn Larson out of Smithers, and together back and forth through the airwaves, because we live 4 hours apart, we created a song. So it was actually the first time we had performed it was there on the stage.
Wow.
Oh, we did have a little rehearsal earlier in the day. Yeah, we did do that. So yeah, I'm still riding that wave. It was really beautiful.
There is so much happening in your world right now. It's kind of amazing. And we'll talk about this new album that you have on the brew coming up shortly. And I think we're even going to get to hear a sneak listen of it. Amazing. But first off, the first item on the enjoyable bill of events is the Women of Folkways concert taking place on Saturday night at the Northern Lights Folk Club. How are you anticipating this event, and what's kind of your own personal way into this, like emotionally and connection-wise, into the, this celebration of the great trailblazing women of Folkways Records?
Well, first of all, I'm absolutely honored to have been invited to join these incredible humans. And I'm thrilled to meet Maria Dunn in person. We've been working together through a Zoom sharing circle that we do monthly called the Canadian Artists for Reconciliation Education, known as CARE. So I've seen Maria on Zoom a lot, and we've shared emails and we've talked on the phone a couple of times, but I've never actually met her. So I'm super, super excited to meet Maria and just to be there in the space with the other artists and finding those ways where we're going to be able to blend and support each other. I'm nervous about it, but I'm excited about it.
It's going to be amazing, and just the sharing that takes place at these events is so beautiful, and so many different and extremely talented artists on stage together. It's going to be incredible. I know that you're somebody that has a vast musical interest and curiosity. Have you been digging into any of the past masters or contemporary recording artists from the Folkways record label? How are you approaching the performance aspect of things? Going to be doing some originals? Going to be doing some interpretations of other people's work?
Well, the way it was put to us was to choose 2 from the Folkways catalog and 2 of our own.
Ah, that's great.
So it's like, those are huge asks, because it's like when you want to share music and then you say, okay, you have 2 songs. It's like, okay, which 2 songs am I going to sing? Because from what I'm understanding is that the way that this has been sort of curated is that these are very like folky songs telling stories that are like the change maker kind of, type of music where you're creating and sharing knowledge, but also almost like in a protest kind of a way, like some of the songs that I've noticed that are being shared. And then so I'm trying to grab those songs out of my repertoire that I feel will be really impactful. And so I think I'm pretty sure I have them figured out. But then to go grab 2 songs off of the Folkways catalog, that's been a challenge because there's so many songs, and it's like And I've honestly, to be absolutely honest, I have not had a chance to learn a new song because I've just been hair straight back for so long.
Yeah.
And writing a song and then putting all my energy into that for the last like month and a half has taken up my space. So I basically went into the catalog and I chose 2 songs that I know and that I've performed in the past.
Oh, great.
When I've performed with other bands and such. And so that's what I'm planning to do.
Awesome. Well, is it letting the cat out of the bag too much to name one or both of those tunes?
The 2 that are from the catalog?
Yeah. No pressure.
Okay, yeah, I can tell you. One of them is actually going to be a Lucinda Williams song, I Lost It.
And you have an album of your own rolling out very soon, very excitingly. Can you tell us a little bit about this album project that will be seeing the light of day in the month of May?
Yes, absolutely. And I must say, this is the actual premiere right here on CKUA.
Right here.
I've never talked about this on radio yet. I've never played a track because it's not even released. So pretty special. And we've been working on this project for, like, the grant was written with the help of Ray Spoon back in 2020. And then, of course, we all know what happened to the world. And then things just happened also in our lives that have really did a lot of setbacks. But then my buddy Dan Barton has stepped up to the plate and is actually why I'm here right now with you, because he's just this person that, like, connects people. And so him and I have been working together on a weekly basis for probably a year and a half.
Wow, and he's in Red Deer.
Yeah,
you're in
exactly.
Prince George,
Yeah,
BC.
so
That's amazing.
Zoom, right, or FaceTime, and just having meetings and just creating a plan. And we ended up last April in Smithers, where Dan and his friend, now my friend Heath West from Red Deer, brought a bunch of additional gear into my friend Elijah's studio in Smithers and just collaborated and recorded my album.
Cool.
15 songs.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. And the songs are kind of, I mean, at least the title, it sounds like it's going to be a healing experience from what I gather.
It definitely is. The title of the song, so first of all, the album, I received a Canada Council grant to do this, and they've been really generous with allowing me this space and time to be able to pull this together, considering all of the factors. And so the album titles even changed, actually, just very recently. And so I went and I'm consulting with language speakers, because there's a lot of my ancestral languages throughout the album, because the actual that line in a Canada Council grant that describes what you're doing, everybody knows it. It's just a one-liner. It says Kym Gouchie will record a children's album in her ancestral languages. So that's what I set out to do. And it's sort of morphed a little bit, and it's become more than that. It's not all in my ancestral languages, which are the Lheidli T'enneh dialect, which is the Dakheth language of the Carrier people. Mm-hmm. And then there's the Secwepemc language, which is the language of the Shuswap people. Mm-hmm. And then there's the Cree language, which we were very familiar with here in Edmonton. Mm-hmm. And so I've engaged with language keepers over the last couple of years, and there's been so much change even in that situation. Even just my uncle was my Secwepemc language mentor, and he died from COVID. And so I had to pick up and try and figure how to navigate that and find somebody else, and then doing it all virtually, and you're working with elders. And so there's been a lot of challenges, and then my Lheidli dialect teacher has just had so many life altering, changing situations. So we it's just a balance, it's not like you're just going to go in the studio and record an album. It was so much more than that. And it's so deep, much deeper than that. And then I had this desire to be on the land and to be informed by the land, to be informed by the wind, the trees, the waterways of these ancestral places where the languages live in. And that was very difficult for me to achieve as well because of the pandemic and everything. But I've done my best, and I've created this absolutely beautiful album with the help of my friend Dan and Heath West and Elijah Quinn Larson and all of the incredible musicians that I have gathered over the years that have played with me in bands and in different situations. So it's like, it's a dream. It's a dream team. It's a dream project. The title of the album is Shanbei Natsaje, which means we heal through songs.
I've got goosebumps. I'm so excited that the world gets to hear some of this right now. What is this song that you're gifting us with at the moment here on CKUA, Kym?
I'm glad you asked that question because it's the first track off the album, and it's the first track that actually just gives you an idea of what's to come on the album. And it was deliberately put there, but it also is it just naturally fell into that place because we always have to start with acknowledging the land. And in any event that I do and in the places that I go, I'm always aware of whose territory I'm in. And so this song actually is reminding us that we need to learn about where we are. I'm learning all the time. Just because I'm an Indigenous woman doesn't mean I know everything about Indigenous people of Canada. I don't.
Right.
So, like, I'm interested to learn, and to memorize the places that I'm traveling into. Like right here in Edmonton, I still cannot say all the names of the Indigenous people. And when we do that, we honor the ancestors because they took care of these lands since time immemorial. And so this song is landing in that place, and I'm singing it, and I'm accompanied by this incredible music and arrangement, and it just builds into something really powerful.
Well, I am so thrilled beyond measure that we get a chance to share this on the airwaves right now. And Kym Gouchie, thank you once more so much, and congratulations on all this amazing stuff that's happening in your life. I'm so excited for the new album that is soon to come.
You're so welcome. And in the Dakas language, I say to you, Tabe Snachelia, you have honored me because you have treated me so well.
Find out more at Kym Gouchie's website. Stay on top of all of this. KymGouchie.com is the place to go. Thank you, Kym.
You're so welcome.